Ho 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 and Merry Christmas. I've come to a little gem, I'm hoping, a place half hour away from me called Butler's Hill Fishery. Tiny little place, couple of lakes, and I'm just gonna chuck a waggler on Middle Lake. It's extra shallow. I've plumbed up and it's about 2 foot, maybe 2.5. But this is where we are. There we are. Just a little lob to those reeds opposite. But like I say, it's not very deep at all. But I thought we'd just come and chuck a little waggler rod, see what we can catch. So without further ado, let's see if this is a little hidden gem of a fishery or not. Catch you in a bit. Hopefully we will get some action, but it is mid-December now. And even the prolific venues I know are fishing a bit pants. So I've been firing a few maggots over there. These are pants maggots as well. They're about 3 week old, but they'll do. I'm just gonna, because it's so shallow, I'm gonna keep my eye out for plumes of mud. We'll throw some maggots there as well, and we'll see. Put mud up for a little bit. Ooh, it's chilly. But yeah, that's how deep it is. So 1, 2, 2 and the length of the waggler, 2 foot on my waggler, 2.5 foot. Not ideal. I've gone for the middle of the lake as well. I know this lake is shallow and silty. What little research I've done. It's hard to find any info on this place. 2 or 3 years ago was the last time anyone put a post up, and that was in July. I'm going to just do a light sideways cast with a little 2 gram waggler. So yeah, little 2 gram insert, dotted right down. I just got a couple of 9s down the line. I might be dragging bottom a little bit. It's just got a little bit of a trundle. I'd like to do an overhead chuck. I've tried everything. I've tried just that way chuck, that way chuck. It's bloody thing. I've brought me a little pruner, and I still can't get my rod up. Probably want a 10, 11 foot rod really today. Just about 2 foot from those reeds. I've not clipped up. Just a little sideways lob, more than enough to get where I want it. But a big dense reed beds all the way on this far side. I wasn't sure if I could fish from that side. It didn't look like there was any fishable pegs really. The venue's a little bit rustic, shall we say. I'm just fishing an area, chuck it about, see if we can't attempt to fish or two. There's some nice big roach in here I've seen, and some chunky carp. But it looks a little bit dead, shall we say. But we are in December. So I'm not really expecting big things. If I can catch half a dozen fish, oh, little bird's nest. If I can catch half a dozen fish today, I think that'll be a bit of a result. I'm fishing relatively heavy, 014, 16, 014, and yeah, just a little bit of waggler fishing. I've got my little sponge. Everyone asks, what's that sponge on there for, John? Well, that's to put detergent on so I can sink the line. I've travelled light and my detergent's in my main bag, which isn't with me. So I'd be able to cope with this little left to right drift a little bit easier. But that's fine. I might go a bit more over depth anyway and just drag on a little bit if it starts to pull through a bit too much. It's just got a tiny little trundle at the moment, so I can deal with that. But yeah, just dragging bottom at the moment. We'll see if we get any bites. We'll keep pitter-pattering in half a dozen maggots in an area. It's quite a misty day, quite foggy this morning, so it's not bright enough to spot any fish, but hopefully 1 or 2 will be moving up and down. And they're not all in one big ball tight. But like I say, there was a little plume of mud there. So I'm not going to give it long before I chuck that way. Just chuck into the middle. There wasn't really a peg there. That one's out of bounds, and I risk standing on it. I can see why the platform's a bit rickety. as that would have been where I would have sat. And round the other side, the reeds go out a little bit too far, but it might be 2 or 3 foot deeper that way. I thought, well, we'll just give this 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then we'll get itchy feet and we'll have a little plumb around the venue. Oh wow, my casting's good anyway. Beautiful. See, I'm not clipped up and I'm just like kissing those far bank reeds, and that's sitting there nice. Little 2 gram plus Scott Douglas loaded insert he's made for me. Probably takes, I probably need to put a little bit more solder wire around it, because it takes about 8 number 8s and a couple of 9s. I only want it to take 5 or 6 extra shot. Let's see, come on. It's that first bite. That's what you want, that first bite to give you a glimmer of hope. But it's right out in the sticks. This is right in the Cotswolds, and we're not far away from the Rollright stones. So something I've been around 2 or 3 times. A mystical, druidy sort of place. There's all these stones, and if you walk around it one way and count, and then go the other way and count, you never seem to get the same number. And there's a king stone the other side of the road, and that. It's like a little mini Stonehenge. So if we get time, we catch a few fish, I'll give you a little trip round there as well. I'm going to chuck it that way, sod it. That's near where I saw some movement. We might end up just fishing that way. We've got the whole lake to ourselves. Oh, that was it. That's where I saw it. You never know, they might investigate a bit of noise. It'd be bloody lovely if it does go under. I might chuck to that corner. Those reeds, it might be a bit deeper there in front. That comes out a lot more here. She might have 2 swims on the go. That's not a bad idea, is it, John? Now you're thinking. Ooh. Dragged under then, I think. I think that was a bite. Half a dozen fish. A fish. Might be more optimistic. I could have bought me a little lead rod and just chucked it around the old lake. In hindsight, I probably should have done that, but I do like fishing a waggler. And especially on these shallow, clear venues. Do you know what? I'm going to start, not plumb this way. I'm going to feed there as well. Just 5 or 6 maggots each time. Nice and flat, so that pitter-patter might spark a few fish. I think we can get 1 or 2 carp just feeding. Boom. Jab's a good one. Let's see if we can chuck to that. Yeah, somewhere around there. Could be another spot to try. Got a nice clear view as well. Yeah, let's have 2 swims on the go. I'm going to plumb that up, I think. Yeah, it's definitely coming out a lot more, that reed bed. And I dare say there's carp in the reeds. Just sat with their heads in there with the bum sticking out. If I was a carp, that's where I would be. Just chuck your head in the reeds where it's a bit warmer. Yeah, so we've got 2 swims on the go, there and there. And that's not drifting at all that way, because it's sort of off my shoulder. Oh yeah. So we're off the bottom there. I reckon that's a little bit deeper this way. I might be wrong. Could almost walk round the other side of the lake and plumb up. Well, I've never used this rod before until today, the XRW Light Waggler EFOS rod. I've been staring at it in my garage for a month or 2. I had brought some pellets, but the more I look at it, I can't see me catching on anything but maggots. Just pitter patter a few maggots each time. That's the only way we're going to catch, I think. I've got a little pot of shot here, and they've all got a band in the middle, which basically means I can slip the hook behind the band. See the band? There. I've got a little mini waggler plummet. So it makes very little disturbance. See, look, that's not even sinking there. That's how shallow that is. Oh, oh, just clip the reeds. Go on. Oh. Just clip the reeds. That's better. Oh no, that's just sunk slowly. Oh, and it's just popped up. So I am just touching bottom there. Okay. Chuck into middle where I saw that little plume of mud. I assume that's just going to bury. No. Right, that's not sunk at all. Okay. There we are. I wonder if this is the deep end then. Maybe there isn't a deep end. I'll be careful because there's an aerator there and a rope. That's the reason why I couldn't fish there. And that's not sunk either. Okay, so it's this deep everywhere. I'm not going to chuck any more. I don't need to. But that was just pulled back up. So it's just touching bottom there. We'll leave it at that for now. Oh well. So we've had a little chuck around, and it is bloody shallow everywhere. But sometimes these little shallow lakes warm up quicker. Starting to question my sanity a little bit more now. That was beautiful there. If I get so much as a pluck, I'll know about it because that is just touching bottom. But anyway, we've got 2 reed beds to chuck to. We'll back between them. Hope for the best. Now I'll let you into a secret. I came here 3 days ago. I was a bit of a recce, and to see if I was fit enough to actually fish. Well, I hobbled out my van. It's up a bit of a hill, a bit muddy around here. I walked round the lakes twice, very slowly, coughing and sputtering as I went. And I thought, sod it, I've come this far, I'm bloody well going to have a fish. Well, I got my wheelbarrow out and then realised I hadn't brought my hunting net handle. So I put my wheelbarrow back in, drove home in a huff, went straight to bed and didn't get out of bed for 5 hours. That's how rock bottom I've been. Got 1 bite, that's all we want. 1 bite. I just turned the cameras off, chucked it up there, and it went straight away. Feels a decent fish. I literally just turned the cameras off, and he's fighting quite well. I chucked it in the middle where I said I saw that plume of mud, and it's gone straight away. That's not a example of being prepared to chuck around into a light looking hole. I don't know what it is. I couldn't believe it. I literally landed. I thought I'd just have something to eat. And bosh, I couldn't believe my eyes, it went under. He's angry. I've got to be careful because there's a lot of brambles and stuff here. Oh, it's a lovely looking fish. Wow. Look at that two-tone. Orange thing. Ow. That's a stunning fish. Here we go. Look at that orange. Wow, look at his orange lips. Perfectly hooked. Middle of the top lip. Look at that. You cannot hook a fish better than that. Wow. We'll have a look at him, shall we? Might be the only one we see. But yeah, I've just chucked it. I just chucked it that way. Look at that stunning fish. Get the slings away. Look at that. What's he? He's £6, isn't he? All day long. Bit of koi in him. Well, it was worth coming. Look at that for a stunning fish. Beauty. Absolute beautiful fish. Definitely a bit of koi in it. Bright orange lips. Definitely a perfect example of being prepared to cast around. Let's slip him back. Wow. Yes. Well, I literally watched the float in disbelief when it shot under. I just did a nice big cast that way. It's probably a metre further than that. I'm in the white water there, but because it's nice and flat, I can see it quite easily. He was angry, wasn't he? But obviously, with it only being a couple of foot deep, as soon as I hooked it, it billowed and everything. So it might be a good thing. Oh, I just scared one. Did you see that? That just scared one. I think the float just dipped then as well. I think that's where they are. I did say that's where I saw a plume of mud. But obviously when you're sat here facing this way, it's kind of where I thought I should at least start. But it's typical carp, isn't it? You've got a chuck to show in fish. But we definitely scared one then. So at least we know there's another one there. Wow, they're all that size. Happy days. I've said before when I've been chucking bombs around and that, it's just from battleships. You're playing battleships this time of year. Trying to find the fish. Oh, that's better. That's where we saw the fish top. Come on. Perfect size of float, anyway, a little 2 gram. What's that, about 4 BB? I've got 018 main line, which is about £5. I might start loose feeding that way as well. 3 swims on the go. Not going to give up on the original spot, so let's have another cast over there now. We might have woke them up a little bit now. And once you get a couple of carp swimming, that's all you need half the time. Beautiful. Suddenly got a bit more optimism. Let's feed that one first. So when I first sat down, I thought, oh, I've just sat on a really shallow peg, but the whole lake's shallow. Very, very shallow. But great. Even if that's our only bite today, that's the result. Looking at conditions. Well, should we click that? Go on, let's click it. I'm going to click £6. Must have been £6 that, wasn't it? See if we can get up to 20. Nice if all the fish are that pretty anyway. Oh, that was perfect. Absolutely perfect. If I was a carp, I would 100% be swimming past that point. So we'll have a couple of minutes here and then we'll go back to there. We've fed a couple of times now. So I've got some pellets. I've got a tin of sweet corn as well, but I don't know, struggling to see past fishing double maggot, especially there's no small fish to bother me, or hasn't been. That's nice, it's all drifting into the reeds now. Keep flicking a few maggots. Definitely need to be sponsored by Strepsils. Should have put this on a while ago, I think. I have a mini roll. A squash mini roll. Oh, that dragged under. That was a bite. The old flash trick. Definitely dragged under. Wasn't a sharp stab or anything, but it looked bitey to me. The old pouring a cup of tea trick. Strikes again. That definitely went under. Come on then. Wow, he's coloured up in the mud. Yeah, I overcast, chucked right past, waited and waited, nothing. Reeled it into where I have been feeding. Catapulted a little bit of bait. Give it a little bit of a twitch. And bosh. He's an angry one. It looks like that's what we got. You can see the mud here where it's kicked it all up. Another stunner. Like the same bloody fish. Can't be the same fish, surely. No. A little bit fatter, that one. Not quite so orange. Oh yeah. Oh, he's probably £8, that one. He's got a little nodule there. Okay. Perfectly hooked again. There we are. We'll take that. He's got to be £8, that. Got to be 6 or 7 at the very least, anyway. Nice fish. Oh, another block of ice. Very nice. Straight back. Oh, he's gone that way. Good. Same spot again. That's where they are, isn't it, boys and girls? Let's have a cup of char. Look at the mud kicked up from that fish. Cup of char. Well, I'm going to set myself a target of 3 now. Took it out of me, that. Told you I'm not 100%. But we got him. Nice silk fish again. What we'll do, we'll overcast, feed and bring it in again like that. Because that worked, didn't it? I'm going to click 7 for that. No, 8. A decent fish anyway, I don't know. Yeah, kicked up a lot of mud when it kited into the right. We might have to wait 5 minutes for another one now. It's daft, isn't it? I had all intention of fish in there and there. But that's where the fish are. To my right. Might be nice to catch one somewhere else. That point, you're still fishy there. On a day like today in December, on a venue you don't know, that's this shallow and clear, I think we've done well to catch 2. Good fish, aren't they? On the simplest of tactics, just chucking a couple of maggots about. Definitely want a third though. I didn't think that was a fish. Yeah, the obligatory stick fish. New hook required. Let's try an 18. I'm sure it won't make a huge difference, but you never know. You never know. It looks so fishy over there. Can't believe I hadn't had a bite there. Oh, that was a bite, that was a bite, that was a bite. Oh-ho-ho-y. Fish. When I hooked him, I thought he was about a pound. He ain't a pound, is he? Got that. Phew. Doesn't feel as big as the first 2, but oh, I don't know. Another 2-tone fish. Must be the strain of fish they are. Quite high up here. Now he's seen me. Gotta be careful because of these thorns to my down by my leg. Come on. Come closer. Come closer. Get it, go. Get it, go. Definitely not as big as the first. These are nice 2-toner again. Hey, hey. Oh, lovely fish in here, aren't they? Hey, another orange one, very orange mouth. He's got 1, 2, 3 or 4 worms around him. Leeches or whatever they are. Cracker. Yeah. Ah, happy with that one. What do you give me for him? He's got to be a good 5. Maybe 6. If we call that £6, I've hit me me generous 20 click. They're probably 3 5-pounders, but they look bigger than £5 to me. Very solid fish. Oh, good. Made up now. 3. And on a spot I've actually been trying to feed. Hey, absolute result. We're greedy now, trying to catch another one. We've got a 100% success rate, bites to hook fish. We had one little tremble, didn't we, and a stick. But yeah, lovely fish, aren't they? I was not expecting them to be nice big ones like what we've had. Come on, this is the witching hour, which is quite apt with the Rollright stones down the road, a mile away. I'm sure that's something to do with witches. Come on. Oh, yes. Good fish. Just out of the blue. Let's see what colour this one is. The shyest of bites. I thought I'd strike at it. Two-toner. Gotcha. I think we're in there. Carp number 4. Lovely looking fish again. We definitely got our £20 then anyway. He's got to be another £5, isn't he? Not a bit more. Very handsome fish. Immaculate fish. From a little hidden gem of a fishery. Half hour from my house. And I think we'll come back here. In better weather, better conditions. But nice to get 4 on the waggler. Very hard earned fish. Slip them back and I'll see you again.